It's February, which means it is Valentine's Day coming up, which means your girl's gotta get ready. So I filmed a couple of my favorite makeup products going from neutral to pink to reds, plus some of my favorite easy hairstyles to match with those, and I wanted to share them with you. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. Welcome back to my channel. Well, for some, Valentine's Day is thumbs up, one of the best days. But for others, not so much. So I have been loving the fact that Valentine's Day is also known as Galentines Day. And I know that kind of single outs the ladies versus guys if you're single, but I don't know what y'all do when you're single because I'm a girl and I know what I do. I wanted to show you a couple of the looks that I would be rocking whether I'm going out on a date with my boyfriend or whether I'm hanging out with my girlfriends. If you're going on a Galentine's Day date or you're going out with a boyfriend or on a new date or something like that, which is very bold, going on a brand new date on Valentine's Day, all the power to you. I wanted this to be the easiest look to do and probably one of the ones that you would do every day anyways. With this look specifically in my neutrals, I'm going to be using Risque by Tarte Cosmetics, and this is one of their Amazonian clays. And so I basically just tap this on and just put a little bit into my cheeks just to add a little bit of extra color. So for this first neutral lip, what I did was I used my liner, Boldly Bare, and then behind Boldly Bare, I decided to use a Lip Tensity by MAC. And then I use the Lip Tensity line by MAC. Now this color is called Dough, and I'm pretty obsessed with this one. It matches so well. And with Lip Tensity, it actually lasts for a very long time. I have been kind of preferring a more glossy look lately. I also use my Creme Sheen Glass. You don't really need to touch this look up by any means, so as soon as you put it on, you're pretty much good to go, and these are so small you can just throw them into your purse. When I am going in between looks, just to show you guys, I'm going to be using my Neutrogena cleansing wipes. They're oil-free and they smell like pink grapefruit. I use these pretty much on a daily basis. For my second look, I'm going to start prettying things up, getting a little bit more technical with my hair, and then also just going more into a deeper color. So I tested this out and I totally got suckered in. When I was in line at Victoria's Secret, I was just buying some garments and I got suckered in because I was like, that actually looks really good in that photo. I'm gonna try it. So this is their new Velvet Matte. Honestly, I wore this product yesterday and it lasted all day long and did not dry out my lips. That's a big problem with matte products. This was a good buy. All you need to accomplish this hair look is a couple of bobby pins, super easy. We're going to start out with the most simple look. What I usually do is whether you have a middle part or not, you can accomplish this look. I just want to do the fine twist, and you're going to twist all the way to the bottom and then pull back. Use a bobby pin. I have the blonde bobby pins just because I find that they obviously look better in my hair. Use the flat side up, and you are going to just kind of make a crisscross as you put them in there. So you can either do the one twist and then hairspray this hair down, or you could do two, which is sometimes what I do when I'm in studio and I don't want my hair in my face at all. So this is what this look looks like. It just adds a little bit of a pretty factor with that twist in there, and then adding Adored 2 I think is the perfect color combo for this. The only thing is when you get lip glosses like this, you gotta be careful when you put them on because that will end up on your teeth. And you don't wanna be that girl with the guy sitting across the table from you or the girl sitting across the table from you being like, eh. The last very neutral look I'm going to use is another one from MAC. It's called Creme Sheen Creme de Nude. It's a go-to nude color for sure. And this one has a sheen to it, so it's kind of like an all-in-one. This isn't a lipstick that is going to move all around. It's not one that is going to, you know, be embarrassing if it kind of comes off your lips. Sometimes with red, you get the inside where it's come off and the outside that it's not. It's not going to be like that at all because it is a creme de chine. I thought because we were going with a super neutral lip, I would try something a little bit more intricate in the hair area, but don't worry if you're not a hair expert, which I am not, by the way. I'm just learning throughout tutorials usually. What I'm going to do with my hair now, I learned this small tutorial off of Amber Fillerup's Instagram story. So you're going to grab all that hair and you want to brush it out just so it's like smooth. Get in there, little guy. And then you're actually going to make a knot. And then leave some space. And then make another knot. And so on. And then it's just as simple as if you were to do a twist. But with this one, I make sure I kind of like pin it under, back behind my ear. And it kind of looks a bit more intricate and a bit more fancy than a braid, even though braiding I know is hard too. As like a general PSA as well, I want you to know that whenever you see like the Kardashians or anyone, even behind the scenes Victoria's Secret model show, I know Amber was telling everyone on her Instagram story how like she's been backstage, like she has seen it, tables full of hair extensions. So if you're trying to achieve a look with like a really big Pinterest look and they've got all this hair to work with, likely they're using extensions. So don't get down on yourself if you feel like your hair just won't be able to accomplish that look, because there are ways to get around it if you weren't born with that voluminous wave. To complete the look, I always love having nice nails when I'm going out on a date or even out with the girls, and so these are my favorite nail colors for a neutral look. This one is called Topless and Barefoot, and all of these are going to be by Essie. This isn't sponsored by Essie by any means, although that would be great. Holla at your girl, Essie. To add a little bit of pink to your look if you are going neutral but you still want that pretty pink look, this one's called Fiji. Finally, one that boosts up the pink to another level, but still nice and calm. This one's called Minimalistic, and this one I love because all of these ones, Fiji, Minimalistic, as well as Topless and Barefoot, they can go with any look, whether you're going to the office or out on a date. This next part of the video, I actually want to pump it up into the pink category, and I also want to pump it up into the girly category, and I really like hanging out with you guys in these videos. I know I'm not a makeup artist by any means, but I like telling you what I like, you know? And this has been actually asked for me to do, to show you how I curl my hair. So I'm going to get curling my hair. I'm not gonna walk you through every single step, but just so you know, I am using a wand, this bad boy. I bought it from the grocery store. It doesn't need to be expensive. It's 1.5 inches, and it tapers on the end, which is helpful to get those little babies I got on the end here. And I will be curling away. This means away, apparently. I'll be curling away from my face, and I've sectioned it off, so I will section it off, so I'll do the bottom first, and I'll work my way up. So then, I'll show you that. But I'm not going to talk you through it, because that would be boring. And I'll probably just be watching Netflix while I do this. Let's do it. Side note 2, once you've done your curl, if you hold it up and wait for it to cool off, it will last longer. I finished curling my hair. I kind of look like Shirley Temple a little bit. Now comes time for the hairspray, and I ended up buying this little guy to travel with, and I ended up bringing it to the studio with me all the time using it. So I got the mama size. Look how big this is. This is so aggressive. Tresemme is really jacking it up. I will do a light spray. This one is level 4 hold, so it's not going to be light by any means. It actually does kind of make your hair feel a little bit crispy, depending on how much you put in. After I brush them out, you can tell that it really does give it just that wave look versus those tight curls that you were seeing before. So this is jacking up the pretty. I'm gonna keep my hair down, and I'm going to add a braid. So I'm just gonna do a one-sided braid and then just tuck this side behind my ear. But here we go. Just like those other details, like the twist and the knotted side, I am going to fully complete the braid, just because then when I pin it, it will be less likely to come undone. And then what I'll do is I'll pull out pieces of the braid just to make it look a little bit bigger. If this was the look I was going with too, I would definitely hairspray the heck out of this thing, just to make sure that it was going to stay where I needed it to stay. And what I did is I let it a little bit loose at the end, and I used that hair to tuck back my ear, just because sometimes my ears stick out a little bit. Okay, so I want to jump into the colors. The blush that I'm going to be using for this round of pinks, or this round for Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day, is by Too Faced, and this one is called Baby Love, and it's the Love Flush. So onto the lips, I'm going to start with one of my favorite pinks that I use all the time at work or every day. And this one is by MAC, and it is called Snob. And though I try not to be a snob, because I don't think I am, I do love this color. A very similar pink to Snob is called Love Me Pink by Mary Kay. And this one I did on my try-on video with the Mary Kay lip glosses. As you can tell, this one is pretty close to Snob, just depends on where you like to buy your makeup. If you're a big NARS fan and you're looking for a pretty pink, I totally suggest this one. It's called Roman Holiday, and this is what it looks like. With all three of these lipsticks, I find that they're very similar in color, almost exact same. So I'm going to change my hair only slightly for this next look, and what I'm going to do is take that hair here and here and add to a more romantic look. And so with this look, it's very simple, kind of pulling the hair out at the back just to make it, talking with bobby pins in my mouth, just to make it look a little bit more romantic. And then I will also pull out some of the sides, and because they're curled, they just look pretty. This is going to be my last pink within the pink realm, but it is actually, I don't know why, I was feeling very ambitious. I ended up trying 2 of these colors without trying the formula yet, but it's one of those velvet mattes that I showed you also in the neutral category, and this one is also by Victoria's Secret, and this one is called, appropriately, Love. You're looking for that on Valentine's Day. And I find it very romantic. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to tie my hair up into a messy bun just right at the back, and then apply the lip gloss. So this look I love so much. I just find it to be very romantic. Your hair is back and you can just wear long dangly earrings and rock that Valentine's Day. Last but not least, I want to show you guys the pink nail polishes by Essie that I would choose with these looks. The first one is called Fun in the Gondola, and I think I would use this for the earlier looks that I was showing you. I don't think it matches this lipstick that I have on specifically right now. The next one is a bit more punchy. I don't wear this one as much, but I think that in terms of Valentine's Day, it could definitely work. It's called Cascade Cool. And last but not least, gotta punch up that pink a lot, I chose to show you Mod Square. For these looks, they're going hella romantic, okay? Hella romantic. If you're hanging out with your girlfriends or if you're going on a date, you're probably going to want to incorporate the red on Valentine's Day. I want to use this ribbon for my hair and these scissors. Just kidding, not going to cut my hair, going to cut the ribbon because I want to do like a half up with the bow in it. So I'm going to do that now. With this look, I still kept my bangs out in the front, very much like a Beauty and the Beast kind of look with the romantic bow in the back, half up. And for the blush that I'm going to be using for these looks, this one is definitely one a lot of people know about, and it is called Orgasm, and it is by NARS, a mix between a blush and a highlighter. I'm going to add a red lip to this one for sure. I have 3 reds, and they're all pretty punchy. The first one I want to start out with is going to be more of a reddy pink tone. It's a retro matte, and it's called All Fired Up. This lipstick makes me feel like I'm wearing a suede slipper on my lips. It is very thick, but you know it's going to stay in place, and it literally looks soft. I'm going to take out my bow now, get rid of this ribbon, and I'm going to do a different hair look and then segue right into our reds, because that was a very pinky red rich tone, and now I just want to go full on romantic Valentine's Day rosy red. Okay, so for this next look, I'm going to pull back in a low pony. I just find that to be really nice and romantic. I've said romantic 5 billion times. Hopefully you're not taking shots, but every time I say romantic. So I'm going to pull my hair back into a nice pony. And what I'm going to do is pull out a lot of the hair up at the top. So what I did was I pulled up on the first couple of pieces within the pony just to make it look a little bit more voluminous. I love that it's curled, the ponytail, but then the top of it is smooth. And if you pull out some pieces as well, you get that extra volume. And I'm going to be using one of my absolute favorite gel lipsticks by Mary Kay out of trying their entire whole line of this type of lipstick. This one's my favorite, and it's called Red Smolder. It's rich, it's beautiful, it goes on so smooth, it doesn't dry your lips, and I'm obsessed. Last but not least, I'm going to do one last hair look, and this one is very simple as well, and it is still playing into the messy I did my hair, but I didn't do my hair, but doesn't it look great? So I chose to do a big side pony. I basically braided all of my hair together and then pulled out the braid so that it actually looks like thicker than I could really achieve with my hair. One thing that you can do is you can take a piece of ribbon off and even tie it on the end, but I think I'm just going to stick with the clear elastic. You can get these at your drugstore, or if you ever had braces, those are great too. And I'm going to go with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick, and this one's called Underage Red, and damn, it's a popper. So this lipstick is very rich, and don't worry if you don't put it on perfectly the first time. I definitely didn't. So have an extra makeup wipe on hand just so you can make sure everything's smooth, and then your powder or foundation or anything around the edges at the end. So yeah, going with the nails for all of the red looks. Naturally, I chose Really Red by Essie, and this one is definitely going to accomplish that red nail look that you're looking for if you want some romantic red nails for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have a great February no matter what you're doing. If you're going out for Galentines Day, if you're going out for Valentine's Day, I commend you, because no matter what, the #1 person you should be loving is that guy, you, right there. I love you guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my video. I love sitting down and doing these makeup looks with you. Just subscribe for more videos, and we will see you guys in my next video.